Just last week, an 82-year-old gentleman called me. He whispered into the phone, his voice filled with emotion. "Doc, I lasted for hours. My wife actually cried happy tears. She thought I must be taking something risky. But all he used was one simple teaspoon of that special ginger mix I told him about." This man hadn't felt that strong, that full of energy, or that confident in himself for over 20 long years. And then, in just a few short days, everything changed. Not because of pills, not because of surgery, but because of something wonderfully simple, completely natural and often overlooked. My name is Dr. Jameson. I'm a certified men's health doctor, and for more than 30 years, I've helped thousands of men over 60 get back their strength, their spark, and their close moments with their partners. I use natural, science-backed methods that most doctors just don't talk about. What I'm going to share with you today has been quietly changing lives all across the country. And chances are, it could change yours too. Because here's the surprising truth. Many men think fading energy and performance is just about getting older. But that's not the real reason. The real problem is poor blood flow. And there's a simple, tasty ginger-based mix that tackles this right at the source, starting with your arteries. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to make it, how to use it, and what kind of amazing results you can expect. Even if you're 70, 75, or 80 years young, most men start feeling it working within 3 to 5 days. But there's one big mistake that can spoil the results, so please stay with me. It's time you felt truly like yourself again. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. And don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss another simple, science-backed tip to help you feel stronger and more alive, even after 60. If this message speaks to you, please type 1 in the comments below. If not, type 0. I read every single response. Your feedback truly helps me create content that really serves you. All right, let's get started. To understand why this ginger mix works so well, especially for men over 60, we need to start with one simple but powerful truth. Your ability to perform well, to feel full of energy, and to stay confident in those special moments, it all comes down to one thing: blood flow. Let me explain why that matters so much right now at your age. 1. Why blood flow matters more than ever. After 60. When I hit 60 myself, I noticed something subtle but really unsettling. I wasn't tired just because I worked hard. I wasn't slow just because I lacked motivation. Something just felt off. It wasn't until I started studying blood flow deeply, not just from books, but in my own body and in the thousands of men I've helped over 30 years, that I understood what was truly happening. Your blood is like your body's delivery service. It carries oxygen, food for your cells, important hormones, and energy to every single part of you, including the parts responsible for feeling desire, having stamina, and sharing intimacy. But after 60, things start to change. Your arteries can get stiffer, your circulation can slow down. The tiny vessels that once flooded your body with youthful power begin to narrow. It happens quietly, slowly. Most men don't even realize it until they feel weaker, lose their morning firmness, or sense their energy slipping away for no clear reason. This isn't just about aging, it's about blood flow. I've seen men in their 70s and even 80s feel stronger, more confident, and more connected to their partners again, once their circulation was restored. And that's why everything I'm about to share with you starts right here. Because if your blood isn't flowing well, nothing else will really work. Not pills, not workouts, not even strong willpower. But here's the hopeful part. Nature gave us a way to support healthy blood flow, without medication, without surgery, and without nasty side effects. And it starts with one powerful root that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Let me show you what makes it so effective and why so many men are calling it their secret helper. 2. The power of ginger. Nature's blood flow booster. I still remember the very first time I recommended ginger, not just as a spice, but as a real solution. It was for a patient named Charles, 74 years old, a gentle soul who was once full of life but now felt defeated. He wasn't interested in prescriptions or fake fixes. He wanted something real, something natural. That's when I introduced him to ginger, Not the dusty powder from an old jar, but fresh ginger root, raw, sharp, and bursting with life. What most men don't realize is that ginger isn't just for cooking. It's one of nature's most powerful tools for getting your circulation going again. And there's real science behind it. Ginger contains special compounds that wake up your blood vessels, help relax your artery walls, and encourage your body to make more nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is like a tiny messenger that tells your blood vessels, open wide. Let the energy flow. When that happens, men report something amazing. They feel warmth returning to their hands and feet again, energy buzzing in their chest, and for many, a real power coming back in the bedroom. But ginger's magic doesn't stop there. It also calms down swelling inside your body, supports healthy testosterone levels, and even helps balance your blood sugar. All of these are critical pieces for staying strong and close with your partner after 60. Charles called me just 2 weeks later. He laughed like he hadn't laughed in years. He said with pure joy in his voice, "Doc, I feel like my blood is dancing again." So now the big question is, how do you actually use it? What do you mix it with? What makes it work even better? There's a very specific recipe I recommend, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step, starting right now. 3. The Ginger Mix Formula. What you need. I've tested dozens of natural helpers over the years, but few have impressed me as much as this one. The ginger mix I'm about to share didn't come from a fancy lab or a textbook. It came from listening to older men from all over the world, listening to stories passed down through families for generations, and listening to what actually works in real bodies. Not just in theory. What I found is simple but powerful. This mix starts with fresh ginger root, not the dry stuff, but the kind you can slice and smell instantly. It's alive. To that, we add freshly squeezed lemon juice. Lemon isn't just for flavor. It supports your liver, your arteries, and helps your body soak up all the goodness from the ginger much better. Then comes raw honey, not the processed kind you find everywhere. Just pure golden honey straight from nature. It calms down internal swelling and adds a touch of natural sweetness that makes this mix something you'll actually enjoy taking. And finally, black raisins. That part surprises some folks, but raisins soaked overnight are rich in boron, a tiny mineral that supports testosterone and helps keep your blood vessels flexible. Together, these 4 simple ingredients work like a team. They don't just help with blood flow, they help you feel more awake, more clear-headed, more like yourself. It's a simple list. No pills, no powders, just things your body already knows and loves. The real magic happens not just from what's in it, but how you prepare it. Because done right, this mix can get your circulation moving almost right away. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to make it the way I do for my own patients. 4. Why each ingredient matters and how it works. Over the years, I've learned that the ingredients you choose tell a story, not just about food, but about healing. And with this ginger mix, every single item has a special job to do. When I first started recommending it to my older patients, they'd often ask me, "Doc, does it really matter if I skip one thing?" And my answer was always the same. Every part of this team has its role. Ginger is the strong foundation. It wakes up your sleepy blood vessels, gets that nitric oxide pumping, and sends a powerful message through your whole circulatory system. Open up, get moving, come back to life. You can actually feel it. A warm, buzzing feeling through your chest or maybe your lower back after a few days. That's not just your imagination. That's blood flowing where it hasn't flowed well in a long time. Then comes the lemon juice, freshly squeezed, never from a bottle. Its vitamin C helps protect your arteries and supports your liver. Your liver is super important because it processes the hormones that fuel your energy and drive. Lemon juice also helps your body grab onto the good stuff in the ginger, making the whole mix work better. Raw honey is more than just sweet. It calms down inflammation, helps keep your blood sugar steady, and supports your adrenal system. That's the part of your body that handles stress and energy. And when you're over 60, managing stress isn't just nice, it's absolutely essential for feeling close and connected. And those soaked raisins, they're a hidden treasure. Rich in antioxidants, iron, and that important boron, they give a gentle, natural boost to testosterone and help keep your blood vessels soft and ready to respond. Exactly what you need for strong circulation and performance. Now that you see why each piece is so important, the next big question is, how do you put it all together? The way you prepare it is just as crucial as the ingredients themselves. In the next part, I'll guide you through every single step, just like I do for my patients. 5. How to prepare the ginger mix, step by step. Whenever a patient asks me how to make this ginger mix, I don't just hand them a list. I walk them through it carefully, like I'm sharing something truly special. Because in many ways I am. It's not just about mixing things. It's about your intention. It's about slowing down, paying attention to your body, and giving it something truly helpful. Start with fresh ginger, about a small spoonful after it's peeled and finely grated. You want it as fresh as possible. That spicy smell, that's life. That's better circulation in a root. Then squeeze in the juice from half a lemon. No shortcuts here, please. Bottled juice just doesn't have the same power or purity. Add a teaspoon of raw honey. Stir it gently and let it settle for a moment. The honey softens the sharp kick of the ginger and adds a layer of calm sweetness. Then drop in a small handful of black raisins, about 10 to 15, that have been soaked in water overnight. That overnight soak is key. It unlocks their hidden nutrients, making them easier for your body to use and much more powerful. You can mix everything in a small bowl or cup. If you like, add a tiny splash of warm water to make it smoother to take. Take a quiet moment while you stir. Smell it deeply. This isn't medicine you dread. It's nourishment you welcome. It's a signal to your body that you're choosing to feel better, naturally and consistently. But making the mix is only half the journey. The other half is how you use it. When you take it, how often, and sticking with it, all of this matters hugely. If you get this right, the results can be truly wonderful. Let me show you exactly how to use it to unlock its full power. 6. How to use it for maximum effect. I've had men call me just days after starting this mix, amazed and excited by how quickly they felt a difference. But I always remind them, it's not just what you take, it's how and when you take it that really counts. Your body, especially after 60, responds best to a gentle rhythm and clear intention. The absolute best time to take this mix is first thing in the morning, before you eat anything. That's when your stomach is clear, your blood is ready to absorb the goodness, and your circulation really needs that early boost to get going. I tell my patients, think of it as turning on your body's ignition for the day. Stir the mixture gently, take a deep breath and smell that wonderful scent. Then take it slowly. Let it settle comfortably into your system. You can follow it with a glass of warm water if you want. It helps with soaking everything up and keeps you hydrated. Stick to just once a day. Some men think, more must be better. But with natural helpers like this, doing it regularly, every day, beats taking a lot sometimes. Just 1 teaspoon each morning, every single morning. Give it a full 7 days. Most men tell me they start feeling a lift by day 3 or 4, more energy, better warmth in their hands and feet, and a noticeable positive change in intimacy by the second week. The results often speak loudly for themselves. But here's the thing. Way too many men stop right when they're starting to feel better. They get busy. They forget. Please don't be that guy. Stay the course. This isn't a magic quick fix. It's a daily message to your body saying, I still care about feeling good. Now, if this mix starts working for you, you'll likely feel something emotional too. A sense of coming back, of confidence returning, of feeling connected again. And that leads us to something deeper. The emotional impact this simple daily habit can have on your relationship, your self-worth, and how you carry yourself through the day. Let's talk about that next. 7. Emotional impact. What this means for you and your partner. This isn't just about blood moving better. It's about feeling connected again. So many older men have sat right here in my office, some in their 60s, others in their late 70s, and they've all said the same thing in one way or another. Doc, I just want to feel like myself again, and I want my wife to see me that way too. That deep wish to feel respected, desired, truly alive. that never fades with age. But when your body starts slowing down and that inner spark begins to dim, it's easy for closeness to quietly slip away. And sometimes what's even harder is seeing your partner wonder where the old you went. What I've seen happen with this ginger mix isn't just physical change, it's deeply emotional. Men tell me their wives started smiling at them differently, that warm, knowing smile, that conversations felt softer and more loving, that the quiet, awkward distance in the bedroom started to melt away. One man in his 80s told me, with tears sparkling in his eyes, "My wife held my hand again, just like she used to." I didn't think I'd ever feel that closeness again, because when your blood is flowing well, your energy is rising, and your confidence is back, it shows. You walk taller, you reach out to touch with more care and meaning. You become truly present again, not just as a man, but as a loving partner. But as I've mentioned before, small mistakes can sometimes get in the way. I've seen it happen too many times. Good men with the best intentions making simple errors that hold them back. Let me show you exactly what those common slip-ups are and how to easily avoid them, starting right now. 8. Avoid these common mistakes. Over the years, I've seen so many men start out strong with natural helpers like this ginger mix, only to give up too soon. They feel frustrated because they didn't get the results they hoped for. And almost every single time, it wasn't because the mix didn't work. It was because of a few small but crucial mistakes that quietly blocked their progress. Mistake number 1, using low-quality ingredients. I can't say this strongly enough. Fresh matters. Bottled lemon juice, it's lost most of its precious vitamin C. Regular honey from the grocery store shelf, it's often heated, filtered, and stripped of the very healing parts that make honey special. If you want real results, you need real ingredients. Go for fresh ginger, raw honey. Look for words like unpasteurized or unfiltered, and organic lemons whenever you can. Mistake number 2, skipping days. This mix works through steady daily use, not by taking a huge amount once in a while. Think of it like watering a plant. If you forget for a few days, it starts to wilt. Just 1 teaspoon a day, every single morning, is all it takes. But you must stick with it. Another common slip-up, taking it right after a big meal. When your stomach is full, digestion slows way down, and your body struggles to absorb all the good nutrients properly. Taking the mix on an empty stomach helps it work faster and deeper. And finally, the biggest mistake of all, giving up way too soon. You might not feel a huge difference on day 1. That doesn't mean nothing is happening. Changes are already starting deep inside your body. When you avoid these traps and stay consistent, your body will start responding. But what should you realistically expect? How will you know it's working? And when? Let me walk you through what most men feel over the first few weeks. It's often more powerful than they ever imagined. 9 should what to expect over time. One of the most common questions I get is, "Doc, how long before I feel something?" And the honest answer is, it depends. Every man's body tells its own unique story. But after helping thousands of men over the past 30 years, I've seen some very clear patterns emerge. In the first few days, most men report small, subtle changes. A little more energy when they wake up, a clearer head, less stiffness in their hands and feet. It's like little lights are starting to flicker back on inside, slowly but surely. By the end of the first week, you may notice real warmth returning to parts of your body that felt cold or numb for years. Some men tell me, often with happy surprise, that they wake up with morning firmness they thought was gone forever. It's not magic. It's your blood flow getting naturally restored through ingredients your body knows exactly how to use. 2 to 3 weeks in, that's when the deeper, more wonderful shifts often happen. Your stamina improves noticeably. Your partner might gently mention you seem more present, more like your old self. Conversations feel easier and warmer. Confidence comes back, not loud or boastful, but a quiet, sure feeling deep down that your body is truly waking up again. And the most beautiful part? These positive changes don't just stop, they keep building, like adding logs to a warm fire. like welcoming back something precious you thought was lost. But for the men who want to take things even further, for those who want to not only keep these great results, but make them even better, there are a few simple extra habits I've discovered over the years. They're easy, completely natural, and they make a world of difference. Let me show you what they are. 10. Extra boosters for men who want even more. If you've made it this far, it means you truly care. Not just about living longer, but about living better. And if you're ready to go even deeper, there are a few simple daily habits that can boost everything this ginger mix is already doing for you. Try adding a tiny pinch of cinnamon to your morning mix. It supports healthy blood sugar and adds an extra warming kick to your circulation. After breakfast, take a gentle 15-minute walk. It doesn't need to be fast or hard, just move. Walking helps wake up that nitric oxide and keeps your arteries nicely flexible. In the evening, try to skip really heavy meals. Let your body rest, digest peacefully, and heal overnight. And please don't underestimate the power of deep breathing. Taking just 10 slow, deep breaths before bed calms your whole nervous system and helps your blood flow stay steady all night long. These little changes might seem small, but I've seen them turn lives completely around. One man told me, beaming with pride, "Doc, I started with just the ginger mix, but now I feel like I've got a whole new joyful rhythm to my life." So take this seriously. You're not just mixing a few ingredients in a cup. You're rebuilding your strength. You're rekindling your spirit. You're rediscovering your true sense of who you are. And the best part? You're really just getting started.